Have you ever felt utterly alone in a crowded room, surrounded by people, yet quietly drowning inside? It's not the absence of others that hurts the most, it's the absence of you. This isn't loneliness, not in the way the world defines it. This is disconnection, a slow drift away from your own soul. You smile on cue, you perform your roles, you answer "I'm fine" when you're breaking inside. But beneath the surface, something aches. A hunger, not for people, not for love, but for presence. Your own presence. Carl Jung once said that the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. And maybe that's where your pain begins. Not from being rejected by others, but from forgetting how to return to the one place that always mattered, within. Because no number of friends, no perfect partner, no success or applause can replace the feeling of being at home in your own being. You are not broken, you are not empty, you are simply being called back to yourself. So take a breath, a real one, and ask gently, when was the last time I truly sat with me? That ache in your chest, it isn't weakness, it's a signal, a whisper from the part of you that's been waiting all along.
Welcome home. Hey, can I ask you something real?
Do you ever feel like you're playing a part? Like you're smiling just enough to be likable, talking just enough to not seem distant, functioning just enough to look fine? Yeah, I see you. You've gotten really good at wearing the mask, so good that maybe you've even forgotten what's underneath it. But here's the truth no one talks about. That mask, it's heavy. And after a while, it doesn't protect you anymore. It isolates you. It silences your truth in exchange for approval. Carl Jung called this our persona, the version of us we show to the world. And while it helps us survive, it often keeps us from living. Because every time you say yes when you mean no, every time you laugh while your chest feels hollow, you move a little further away from yourself. Not your role, not your resume, but the real, breathing, feeling you.
And maybe that's why you're tired, not just physically, but soul tired, because pretending to be okay is exhausting.
So let's pause for a second. Who are you when no one's watching, when no one needs anything from you?
I'm not saying you have to rip the mask off today, but maybe you can loosen it, just enough to breathe. Just enough to remember there's still someone beautiful underneath it all, and they deserve to come home.
There's a reason you feel disconnected. It's not because you're lost. It's because you've been walking too far away from yourself. Carl Jung called it individuation. The process of becoming who you were always meant to be. Not what the world told you to be, not what your family expected, not even what your fears allowed, but you, unfiltered, whole. You see, life teaches you how to build walls, how to perform, succeed, belong. But no one ever teaches you how to come back home, to unlearn, to listen, to remember. This journey, it's not about becoming something new, it's about shedding what's not yours, the labels, the roles, the noise, until you meet the quiet voice that says, This is who I am. And yes, it's uncomfortable. You might feel like everything is falling apart. But what if it's not falling apart? What if it's reorganizing so you can finally live from the inside out? Individuation is not a spiritual buzzword. It's the most honest, raw, sacred commitment you'll ever make. To stop running and finally sit beside the parts of you you've abandoned.
So if you feel the pull, the ache to slow down, to go deeper, to find what's real, don't ignore it. That's not confusion. That's your soul knocking.
You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to begin.
And maybe that's enough for today.
There's a part of you you've been trying to hide. The one that feels angry, jealous, afraid. The one that remembers pain you'd rather forget. You call it weakness, darkness, maybe even shame. But Carl Jung had a different name for it, the shadow. It's not here to ruin you, it's here to reveal you. You see, the shadow isn't your enemy. It's every part of you that was once rejected, silenced, or judged by others or by yourself. The emotions you were told were too much. The dreams you gave up on to be realistic. The rage, the fear, the tears behind the smile. And the more you push it away, the louder it knocks. I know, it's scary. You've worked so hard to hold it all together, to be kind, to be good, to be liked. But healing doesn't come from perfection, it comes from honesty. So what if, just for a moment, you stopped running from that part of you? What if you sat with it? Listened to it? Not to fix, but to understand. Because underneath the pain is a part of you that's still alive, still burning, still real, and maybe, just maybe, it's the part of you that can lead you home.
You don't need to fight the darkness. You just need to hold it close enough to hear what it's trying to say. You're not broken. You're just finally ready to feel.
So if you're here, still listening, still feeling, still breathing through the quiet ache in your chest, it means something inside you is ready. Ready to stop running, ready to stop pretending, ready to come home. But not home as in a place, not something outside of you. I mean you, your own heart, your own truth, the self you left behind while trying to be everything for everyone else. Carl Jung believed that true wholeness begins when you reclaim what you once pushed away, when the light and the shadow stop fighting and finally sit down together. And maybe that's what you're doing now, not fixing, not transforming, just returning gently, honestly, quietly, like whispering, "I missed you," to the mirror. Because you did, you missed you.
And I promise there's no version of you that's too broken, too messy, or too late to come back.
So take one more breath, not to be strong, not to move on, just to feel yourself here again.
That's the beginning. That's the healing. That's home.
If something about these words stirred something in you, even a fragile thread, leave a single dot below.
Not for me, but for the part of you that's still here, still whole, still waiting to be seen.
And don't forget to subscribe so you can walk with us on this journey back to your truest self. Share your love with those who are still lost, still hurting, still searching for a way out, because sometimes your light is the sign someone else has been waiting for.